Jimmy Lennon waiting now for the fighters to come in from the main event. And this has a lot of possibilities, Carlos. If Norton wins, he can have a heavyweight shot against Larry Holmes. If Cobb wins, he's got a chance for a fight with Muhammad Ali. At least those are two possibilities that lie in this heavyweight bout between Ken Norton and his undefeated opponent, Randall Tex Cobb. Empty ring at the moment.
That's right. So you know that both of these fighters are going to be ready tonight.
The referee for the main event is already in there. Tony Perez from New York, an old friend. Picture of Carlos and me.
And here comes Big Tex, Randall Cobb in the ring.
Randall Tex Cobb coming in. He looks like a bigger Pete Rose and just as tough.
That's right.
Randall Tex Cobb has had 17 fights and won them all with 16 knockouts. There is former heavyweight champion Ken Norton, who has had 48 fights, winning 41, losing 6, and drawing none, with being stopped 3 times. Ken Norton has not had a fight since he fought a draw with Scott Ledoux in August of 1979, and that's going to be very interesting. The question is, can he come back? Randall Tex Cobb is undefeated in 17 fights with 16 knockouts. Only one opponent has gone the limit with him. Ken Norton worked a fight with Carlos and me, the Tommy Hearns Cuevas fight in Detroit for Muhammad Ali Professional Sports back in August. There's Ken Norton. And here's Jimmy Lennon.
Big ring event, feature attraction in just a moment. But behind you in the ring, an outstanding fighter, a great middleweight, rated number 9 in the world, formerly of Port Arthur, Texas, now fighting out of New York. He has remained undefeated, winning 18 out of 19. The one was another loss, it was a default. He's on his way to a big time shot. Let us welcome Wilford Scipio.
Come right in.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will extend the courtesy ordinarily extended to only champions, but this man figures to be the world's outstanding title hopeful and a great future champion. Hailing from Long Island in New York, the young man has done everything asked of him in the boxing game. He is undefeated after 24 fine wins, winning 23 of these by knockout in the ring. We invite Irish Jerry Cooney.
Here comes Jerry Cooney in the ring, the undefeated New Yorker. And one of these days there's going to be a shootout at the old corral between Jerry Cooney and Jeff Cobb if they keep on being undefeated. Jerry's a big boy. Jerry Cooney. Last time out, he dispatched Ron Lyle in 2 rounds. Or was it 1?
I think it was 2, you're right.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go into our feature attraction. 10 rounds of boxing presenting the big boys of boxing, and they are heavyweights. Introducing on my left, wearing gold trunks and a black stripe, all the way from Abilene, Texas. 16 great knockouts, and his undefeated record 17 straight wins. Tonight weighing in
ovation. Ken Norton dances up and down. His fine trainer Bill Slayton with him.
The world over. Blue trunks on my right. Formerly of San Diego, California, now fighting out in the great city of Los Angeles. He weighs in at 218 pounds. A vet from the 48 as a pro. He has fought them all. Former heavyweight boxing champion of the world, Ken Norton. Ladies and gentlemen, change of officials. Now judging at ringside, capable arbiter from Los Angeles, Chuck Hassett. Also judging at ringside, from Dallas, Texas, A.D. Spider Bynum. And the gentleman just now giving instructions, the man in charge, the referee, from New York, El Puerto Riqueño, Tony Perez.
Tony Perez, the referee. There's Ken Norton. He hasn't fought in 2 years, or a little over a year, rather. August of 1979. Cobb undefeated, 236 pounds. He is 6'2". Norton an inch taller at 6'3". Weighs 218. And we wonder if the rust will show on Kenny Norton, or will he be back in his old style? He's unquestionably the better boxer of the two. And this is a boxer's ring. It's about 20 feet. Cobb trying to work the body. Runs into that jab. Makes Norton's eyes blink from that right hand. Scoring is the same. The 10-point must by 2 judges and the referee. Mandatory 8 count, 3 knockdown rule, and a man cannot be saved by the bell except in the last round. Incidentally, both of these men have been in the movies. Norton starred in 2 pictures, Mandingo and Drum. And you could say Cobb was the heavy and the champ with John Boyd. He was the one who caused Boyd's death in the picture. Norton trying to cover up on the ropes. After the round is over. Norton backed into the ropes. Cobb trying to level him. Norton has that familiar defense posture, the 2 elbows in front of the body.
Carlos, what do you think about Ken Norton's style of punching, and that, you know, he doesn't present much of his body as a target to the opponent?
Well, I think he's trying to cover up right now. Randall's very aggressive. And it's a good defensive tactic to stay away from an aggressive opponent.
Half a minute to go in the round. Norton is hoping that Cobb will make a mistake. He does spare Cobb with those jabs on the left hook. We saw Cobb stop Ernie Shavers. Cobb took the best shots of Ernie Shavers. He's trying to cave Norton in, and he's hurting him around the body. 10 seconds to go in the round. The round is almost over. 5 seconds to go. The battling is in Cobb's corner. The bell ending round 1.
It's a good round for Randall Cobb. He was very aggressive in that. For the first round, he came out smoking, ready to fight. I think Ken was trying to feel him out and trying to stay under the punches that Cobb was throwing at him.
Carlos, sometimes when you have a fighter that's trying to make a comeback, he may come into the fight in the beginning rounds a little bit more cautious than you've seen him before, so he might not look like the Ken Norton that we're used to seeing.
That's true. There's some action for the last round, and Ken is in a sort of a peekaboo style, and is throwing his jabs out and just trying to stay underneath. the big roundhouse punches that Cobb is throwing at him.
Those left hooks to the body are going to take a toll, though, Carlos. They've
Yes,
got
they
you
will.
on a veteran. Norton is 35 years old, and Cobb is 25 years old. And Cobb has been fighting regularly. Norton going into that shell defense again. A little bit like Archie Moore used to. He's leaning to the right, Norton is. Cobb smartly shortened up on the punch that time with the hook. Norton is able to spear him with that left hand. Cobb is getting in awfully close. A hard left hook by Norton. They both have taken several good punches and stood up under them well. Norton cornered on the ropes in Cobb's corner again. Two minutes left in the round. Both are hitting hard. Norton opening up in his old-time style. Norton may have hurt Cobb with that right to the jaw, but Cobb takes a good punch. Less than a minute and a half to go in round two. They've both stood in the same position for the last 2 minutes, almost. Norton against the ropes. Cobb right next to him, driving home solid punches. Norton countering, jabbing, missing. Cobb seems a little bit better defensive fighter than he had been, but he is still taking good punches from Norton and giving good punches to Norton. And it's anybody's fight at the moment. Now Norton's taking a lot of hard punches. Half a minute to go in the round. Battling is still in Cobb's corner. It's been there the whole round. I don't think Cobb's right foot is moved from that one spot in the whole round. 10 seconds to go in the round. Round almost over.
Here's Cobb. He's got Ken against the ropes, and he worked on him almost the whole round in that same spot. Ken is showing the inactivity is showing on him. 18 months without a fight. It's a long time.
All right, now we're ready for round three. Ken Norton quickly gets out there, so does Cobb. Norton in the dog trunks. Cobb in the mustard-colored trunks. You don't need a description. You know Kenny Norton. You know Randy Tex Cobb. Cobb with his career ahead of him. Norton, who knows? Kenny must win this bout. Cobb is not coming in as recklessly as we thought he might. He knows that Norton is a terrific counterpuncher, throws good combinations, and hits very hard. Cobb Cobb apologizes for a low blow. Norton with the good 1-2. Cobb, a hometown favorite. He's from Abilene, and we're in San Antonio. Tony Perez, the referee, doesn't need to be around hardly.
Ken's left eye is swollen already.
Norton off balance in that right hand. There's not been a clinch in the fight yet, which is unusual for heavyweights. And now Norton may be in trouble. He fights back cleanly. Cobb is remarkably accurate. He's got Norton in trouble on the ropes. Norton is trying to find back with that left hook, and he does. Norton still has plenty of fight in him, and he's a good fighter. He always was. He lost 2 controversial decisions for the heavyweight title. One against Ali, one against Holmes. And a lot of people thought he won both fights, but that's opinions.
You know, one of the things about Norton is sometimes it doesn't even seem like he's looking at you, but he's got such great peripheral vision that he can just come in.
Norton taking a lot of punishment in there. But Norton has the know-how. He knows how to fight.
10 seconds to go.
Referee Tony Perez just circling the battlers. He's not had much to do. There's the bell. That was a good round for Randy Tex Cobb.
Big round, and I think Ken started to come back in that round.
Nice picture of Jane Kennedy, a real beauty. That's me on the end. Collis in the middle. There's Collis. All right, round 4. Randy Tex Cobb. Ken Norton. Ken leaning a little to the right. He spears out with that left hand. Collis, I'm impressed with the fact that despite his long layoff, Norton has been very accurate tonight.
Yes, he has. 18 months is a long time to be off, then fight, come back and fight again. But he must have put in a lot of boxing in the gym.
Well, he's trim at 218 pounds. Ah, he hit Cobb. Norton hurt Cobb with that wild right hand. Not wild, but solid right hand, overhand. Cobb just shakes his head and pours in again. He probably said, good punch, Kenny.
You were talking about 18 months being a long time to be off. The one thing, though, Ken has going for it, he never gets out of shape. He's always in shape. So when he decides that he is going to fight, he doesn't have that far to go.
That's true. And that has to be the key there.
Cobb opening up again after Norton hurt him earlier. Cobb is a very improved fighter, no question about it.
Come on, Rando, baby! Get him!
Again, Norton opening up with sharp punches. Cobb takes an awesome punch.
Come on, Rando, baby!
They're just above us here. Trading toe-to-toe. And Cobb adds a little bit extra. 1 minute to go in the round. It's been a long round, but a fast one. trying hard now. Another fighter, but Cobb might have gone down from those punches.
What would you say is Randall Cobb's best punch?
I think his best punch has got to be his overhand right. He just threw it now.
Norton's had a very good round. Now Cobb is coming on again, holding Norton against the ropes, as he did in the previous round.
10 seconds to go.
10 seconds to go in the round. Just a reminder that we'll be back again December 12th when Jimmy Young fights George Chaplin at Resorts International in Atlantic City on your same cable network. And you fans in Miami next week can see Alexis Arguello versus Jose Luis Ramirez and a title bout, WBA Bantamweight Championship. Julian Solis and Jeff Chandler next Friday at the Miami Fronton. Meanwhile, it's Jeff Cobb moving in on Ken Norton again in a very even fight here at the Hemisphere, the Convention Center in San Antonio. They're out in the center now.
This fight is turning out to be just what it promised, you know, it would be. They are toe-to-toe most of the way.
Norton the better boxer and maybe Cobb the better brawler. Cobb moving in all the time, although very often he's countered by Norton. Norton has been surprisingly good after an 18-month layoff. Now Cobb's at him again. Norton taking a very good punch. Why not? He took the best punches of Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes. Norton is making Cobb miss again a lot by that bobbing and weaving of the head. But he didn't make him miss there. Round 5 of a 10-rounder. Seemingly no one has been cut yet, and there have been no knockdowns. Cobb has an undefeated streak on the line. He's won his first 17 pro bouts. He never had an amateur bout.
Come on, Rando! Come on, Rando, baby! Come on, Rando!
You can see Cobb's face open, his mouth open with the mouthpiece showing as he takes that wicked right hand. Every time Norton seems to be in command, Cobb comes right back and tries to take it away from him. Less than half a minute to go in the round. 15 seconds left in the round. Big rally by Norton. round 6. Kenny Norton in a very even fight with undefeated Tex Cobb. Referee Tony Perez having little to do. Both men are in tremendous condition. Maybe Norton's in better condition.
Ken seems to be starting this round more aggressive.
Norton has gotten out in front in this round. It's been a fine fight.
Ken is making a rally, coming back. He had been laying against the ropes, and now he's being the aggressor.
Cobb just keeps punching like Old Man River.
What determines a turning point like that, Carlos? When you've been, you know, you seem to be the one that waiting for the punch to come, and then all of a sudden you change your fight.
It's hard to say what Ken Norton's tactic is. Maybe he's hoping that Randy Cobb will run out of gas and get tired, and now he's making his bid because maybe he feels like Randy Cobb is getting tired.
All right, Norton putting on a tremendous rally, but Cobb just stands there, hoping maybe that Norton will punch himself out. And Cobb has thrown in a lot of punches himself, a lot of effective punches. Both have been very accurate. So far, a good round for Norton, but we still got a minute to go in the round. And you know Cobb, he always comes back. Their heads are being jostled back and forth. They both must be very tired at this point. They are in tremendous condition.
They are taking turns at each other.
Anybody else but Cobb would have gone down long ago, Carlos.
He's a tough cookie.
He is tough.
Can't say that these fighters are staying away from each other.
No way.
15 seconds to go, as you see on the countdown.
10 seconds to go.
The last couple of rounds have been good rounds for Kenny Norton. He may be ahead at this point.
They have stood toe-to-toe throughout this whole match. It's just what it promised to me. On paper, it's what I figured it would be like, and they are just standing toe-to-toe, taking turns at each other. Here's some action. It's Ken Norton against the ropes, taking some punches, but then he comes right back. And they've been doing this all night. It's a jab, good jab by Ken Norton. And there's a jab back from Randall.
Second challenge.
Why do you think he came back? I mean, everybody's trying to make comebacks nowadays. Why do you think Ken's come back out of retirement? Why do you think Ken has come back out of retirement?
I really don't know. Maybe.
Round 7. Randy Tex Cobb, Ken Norton. Norton leaning a little bit to the right again. Cobb sparing him with that jab. Mostly when a fighter gets caught on the ropes, he takes punishment, but Norton has done his best work against the ropes. He's trying to cave in Cobb now, but Cobb won't cave. Norton has hit Cobb with his best shots, and Randy has not gone down. Norton's taken a lot of good punches too. Norton jabs well, but misses the follow-up more often than not. If that follow-up landed, it could have been curtains. That That one landed. They've got Cobb in trouble. Cobb is game, and he's tough. Norton's giving him everything. Cobb just won't go down. This must be very discouraging for Norton. Look at that 1-2, right flush.
Ooh.
But Cobb just comes back. This has been a sensational, grueling fight. Now we're back in Cobb's corner. Norton's back to the ropes. He's belaboring Cobb. Cobb just stands there, now comes back. Those jabs of Norton, followed by the right cross. Norton has hit him with everything. A minute to go in the round. I'm going to coin an expression here. It's been a remarkable demonstration of taking by Randy Cobb. He has taken everything, but he still battles back and battles well. Norton could punch himself out if he's not in the greatest of shape, but he must be.
10 seconds.
Cobb actually took the play away from Norton after being hurt. There's the bell.
Oh, what a round.
It's an incredible fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing a war.
You'll never see a round like that one.
Round 8 coming up. Here's Caleb Beckner-Schaefer.
Ken Norton, big round for Ken.
Knockouts.
Well, it'll be something to see the replay of that.
And here we are. You know, Randy Cobb took a tremendous amount of shots to the head. He is so tough.
He's as tough as they come. I think
I couldn't believe that he stood up after taking all those punches.
I don't even know if Marciano was that tough.
Ken Norton's knockout punches are right, and he's given plenty of them in there, and the guy's just standing there. All that moved was his head. The only part of his body that moved was his head.
Yeah. He
Here's
didn't
the
even
bell.
blink his eyes on
The bell for round 8. Out in the center. Ken Norton, I think, has pulled away on points. But that's my unofficial impression. Norton is now teeing off on Cobb, but he can't budge him. Norton, a hard-hitting heavyweight, ex-champion, has hit Cobb with everything. And Randy just pours in. And he has hit Norton a lot, too. This punishment may have a lasting effect on both of them. It's Norton winning the fight at the moment, but Cobb right in there. Tremendous gameness by both of them. You keep thinking that one of these punches will level Cobb, but apparently not. That's the punch that Norton scored a lot of knockouts with. I think Cobb has taken so much punishment in this fight that now he's inured to it. He doesn't feel it. And he's got Norton bothered. A real battle of attrition. Cobb Cobb is an improved fighter, and he may have hurt Norton with that right to the jaw. And he's got him bothered. Norton may be in trouble. Right hand to the jaw. Here comes Norton back again. Norton at 35 is 10 years older. Cobb putting on a comeback. Now Norton again. Seconds to go in the round.
10 seconds.
Norton was gobbled. There's the foul.
Big round for Randall Cobb.
Wow, this is some fight, Carlos.
Some fight. And Randy Cobb had a big round that round. Ken was against the rope most of the round, as you can see. Randy Cobb using his jab well and throwing good right hands. He's getting hit there. There's a good right hand. Right hand.
Those
Jabs and right hands.
Too. The jabs are good.
He's keeping Ken right against the ropes with that jab.
2 rounds left. Rounds 9 and 10. Round 9. Kenny Norton. Randy Tex Cobb. Getting back against the ropes again, but he's been very effective there as he comes sauntering out, punching. This has been some fight. Like the previous rounds, they belabor each other, but nobody goes down. Nobody's been cut. Cobb putting on a late rally in the last 2 rounds. Norton wound up with that one. Cobb just pushes him away. Norton back into the ropes. Here's Cobb coming at him warily, though. Norton getting a little bit wild. He may be tired. Norton may be tiring. Cobb coming at him. Norton hasn't got the zip in his punches that he had earlier. Cobb is still the same. 20 seconds to go in the round. A bad round for Norton. A very bad round.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
Norton taking unbelievable punishment. It's almost over now. 5 seconds to go in the round. Norton's in real trouble. There's the bell.
What a round.
After this main event.
A lot of action. Here's a replay of the last few seconds of the last round. And Randall was scoring heavily. A lot of punches landed, but there wasn't that much power in the punches. I think that's why Ken was able to weather the storm.
That's what I was wondering. I would think that if they were a little bit stronger, Ken may have gone down on them.
Yes.
Both men, you got to believe, are a bit tired right now.
Well, this is it. They touch gloves. The
Last
10th and
round.
final round of a truly great heavyweight fight. Will Ken Norton win and go on to fight Larry Holmes? Will Cobb win and maybe fight Muhammad Ali? Norton opening up. Cobb taking him. That's the way it started last round. Norton's throwing everything in there. He's calling on the reserves. Norton is throwing everything into those punches. And Cobb just won't go down. There have been no knockdowns. They both have taken a lot of punishment. Norton is throwing everything in there. He's not saving anything for tomorrow. There's no 11th round. 2 minutes left in the fight. Norton is stealing the last round with a great rally. Norton is stealing the round with a great rally. I repeat it.
Fans are on their feet. This is a war.
A big round for Kenny Norton. It could win the fight for him. Now Cobb is tired, as Norton was tired in the last round. The heavyweight fight of the year. Now Cobb has hurt Norton again. In the last round all over again.
1 minute to go. 1 minute.
1 minute.
Seconds to go.
It's possible. I've been asked to tell the systems carrying the fight that we may run over for 30 seconds, so stay with us. We want to get this decision. 15 seconds left.
10 seconds,
There will
10
not be a
seconds.
knockout. Less than 10 seconds to go. The fight will go the limit. And stay with us.
What a fight!
There's the bell.
Listen
Listen to
to
the
the war.
crowd. Listen to that crowd.
Both of these fighters in superb condition to be able to do this for 10 rounds.
We're going to try to get the decision as fast as we can. The scoring on the 10-point must by 2 judges and the referee. It was a tremendous fight. I hope. Well, on behalf of Jane Kennedy and Carlos Palomino, I'm going to thank them right now as coins are raining in the ring.
Thank you, Don. This has been
We're waiting for the
match.
Whoever wins this fight, both fighters have definitely proved themselves tonight.
They certainly have, Jane. This has been some fight, and it's been nice working with both of you.
Oh, it's been my pleasure to have this for my first fight. What a treat. Working with the two of you and seeing a fight like this.
Jane, I hope none are better than this. We'll all be worn out. Look at the money raining
This
in
is
the
the kind
ring.
of fight that you hate to see one lose.
That's
I
right.
hope they
there's gotta
get
be
that
a winner
decision in
and
a
a loser.
hurry. It may be very close.
Watch yourself.
You know, I wonder if Ken came back to prove to himself that he could fight or to prove to everyone that he could fight. Well, either way,
We're running out of time here,
he's a
folks.
fighter.
Our systems are ready to desert us. We're waiting for the decision. Jimmy Lennon is on the far side of the ring, trying to get it from Bob Bussey, the commissioner, but it may be so close that they may have a recount. Meanwhile, coins are raining in the ring. Here comes Jimmy. Has he got the microphone? Pick up the microphone, Jimmy.
Here
Where's
comes
the
the
decision?
decision.
We're
Here
going to
it
have it. Here it comes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in a rousing main event, we have a split decision. I will read the point totals. Tony Pass, as referee, scores a 97-94 in favor of Ken Norton. Spider Bynum, judging ringside, sees the score 97-95 in favor of Randy Tex Cobb. The deciding ballot cast by Judge Chuck Hassett of LA at ringside. He scores at 96-95 in favor of the split decision winner, Ken Norton.
Well, there you have it.
Split decision. Ken Norton yards his comeback and wins a split decision. He deserved it. Ken Norton deserved that decision, but Cobb deserves a lot of credit. Randy Cobb, after winning 17 in a row, has lost, and I want to thank everybody, and we'll have more.
Cobb, Randy Tex Cobb.
And he has a 4-fight plan to go all the way for a heavyweight title shot.
I think that's probably a correct assessment on the part of Holmes. Anderson was Foreman's fourth opponent coming on Foreman's comeback, and he stopped Anderson in 4 rounds. As you see Holmes coming into the ring, along with his entourage.
Champion of the world.
And he looks to be very calm and composed.
And there in the foreground was your co-promoter Jason Schlesinger of LBA and Associates here. And their first venture with Larry Holmes, they've got a multi-fight deal, which hopefully will end in a title shot for Larry Holmes. At least they hope so.
As we mentioned at the top of the show, Charles, Larry Holmes looked at the heavyweight division. He saw Big George Foreman getting $12.5 million for a meeting Evander Holyfield. A different type of comeback trail, though, figures to be in order for Larry Holmes. He's not the big punching heavyweight that George Foreman is. George Foreman fought many similar opponents to a Tim Anderson on his way to the top, but pretty much by public demand got the title shot with Holyfield.
Yeah, I'll tell you, when this fight begins, we'll talk about the differences in the comebacks between Foreman and Holmes. They are pronounced, to say the least, Jeff.
We're set for our introductions here, and Jaime Garza is holding the microphone, and he's poised. And let's get the official announcements preceding tonight's main event between Tim Doc Anderson and Larry Holmes, the former heavyweight champion of the world.
10 rounds in the heavyweight division. The referee for the featured main event of the evening, Eddie Eckert.
Okay, Larry, Tim, you received your instructions earlier in the dressing room. I'm here to follow the rules. Good luck, gentlemen, to both of you.
Holmes is wearing the white trunks with the red trim, and you see Tim Doc Anderson having his robe removed. He'll be in the black trunks with the yellow trim. Tim Anderson from Daytona Beach, Florida, weighed in today at 202 1/4 pounds. Professional record of 25-13, 13 KOs. Sitting by us at ringside is Kim Rubin, his lovely girlfriend, and she, of course, rooting heavily for Tim Anderson to come through this one in good shape. Larry Holmes a little bit around the middle there, as we see 236 as his weight. Not quite the Michelin Man physique that we saw in Roberto Duran in his comeback effort. 48-3 as a professional. He lost his last three bouts. 2 to Michael Spinks on controversial decisions, and the last one, a convincing one, a knockout at the hands of Mike Tyson. This is round 1. It's scheduled for 10. These are heavyweights.
Jeff, Anderson wants to run. He wants to get on the bicycle for about 4, 5, 6 rounds and see what kind of stamina Larry Holmes has. If he can make Holmes work during that period of time and still remain on his feet, we could see a real interesting fight in the latter rounds. Tim Anderson is in good shape. He's a guy who takes good care of his body. In his last fight, 227, now he's down to 202 1/4. That's more toward his natural weight.
Well, you can see that Larry Holmes, great assets when he was the heavyweight champion of the world. That left jab and tremendous reach and good footwork. And looks like he may have slowed some in the footwork department, but he still has that left jab, and he's opened up quickly against Tim Anderson.
Well, he's got to continue to touch Anderson with the jab, Jeff, because it's going to set up other punches. Anderson staggered a little bit by a body shot there.
We saw another former heavyweight champion of the world in this very same ring at the Diplomat Hotel make a comeback against a kind of trial horse fighter in Bobby Crabtree, as Trevor Berbick wanted to get back into the heavyweight mix, and he won that fight with a 5-round KO. Tim Anderson slipping a little as he feints with a jab. Holmes, good right hand to the body, and he's hurt Tim Anderson. Comes upstairs, and that connects, and he's wobbled Tim Anderson here in round 1.
Showing that right hand to the body and up to the head. But Anderson is not moving as... Oh, he's just winced.
Wide open. He's going down.
Oh, that body shot hurt him badly, right around the rib and liver area.
This may be a very short night's work in step 1 on the comeback trail for Larry Holmes, as Tim Anderson doesn't appear able to withstand that body punishment.
You had to see the expression on his face.
His mouth was
try
wide
to hold
open.
on. He is slipping. His soles of his shoes don't seem to be able to catch onto the canvas, as he does not have good footing.
We can see the canvas giving, but Larry Holmes is also giving a fist, and he goes down in a heap. Eddie Eckert waves it off, and not much to go by here. It looks like Larry Holmes very determined in his comeback, but Tim Anderson unable to withstand that right hand to the body. Eddie Eckert stops the fight, rightfully so. Larry Holmes a winner by knockout in round 1.
Well, I'll tell you, Anderson did not do what he was supposed to do. He was stationary. He let Holmes hit him to the body and then come back up to the head. And Holmes is just too big at 236 for Anderson to really withstand it. Anderson, a much smaller guy, really a cruiserweight. And I'm not sure this is really the test for Larry Holmes. We're going to have to wait a while, I guess, Jeff.
He could probably fight again. They could bring another opponent into the ring. He barely broke a sweat in this fight. He came in, looked like he was coming into fighting shape. If he could fight about in the upper 220s, Larry Holmes might be able to come back and be a factor. He wasn't tested at all. We didn't see his chin. Tim Anderson didn't throw a punch in the fight that landed to Larry Holmes. Pretty much an easy night's work for Larry. Step 1 of his comeback, and I don't know if it really did him a whole lot of good except to get him in shape.
Well, you know, Tim Anderson is holding his left side. Holmes just stepped in and put his body behind those body shots and hit him with some force.
Well, this was a quick one. We thought we might see Larry Holmes with a little bit of his foot movement and the left jab open up with the right hand. He was never known as a one-punch knockout artist, but he pretty much KO'd Tim Anderson with that first body shot. He got it into the rib section of Anderson's left side. And we're going to take a look at the first knockdown here as they cut the gloves off Larry Holmes. The crowd not at all happy with the performance tonight in the ring. And Tim Doc Anderson hopefully will come back and fight another day. Larry Holmes obviously would like to continue his road on the comeback trail. It's going to look good in the record books if he didn't see the fight. A 1-round KO as Holmes comes off a 3-year layoff. And George Foreman, in similar fashion, took out Tim Anderson in 4 rounds back in 1987.
And Jeff, we mentioned the differences between Foreman's comeback and Holmes' comeback. Foreman is a puncher, and when you get older, you can retain some of that punching ability. When you're a boxer and a guy who relied on speed and quickness like Holmes, when you get older, you lose some of those reflexes, you lose some of that speed. it's going to be more of an uphill struggle, I believe, for Larry Holmes than it has been for George Foreman to get back in the title picture because of that factor.
We're going to get the official announcement of the time of this first round knockout by former heavyweight champion Larry Holmes from ring announcer Jaime Garza.
And ladies and gentlemen, with 2 minutes and 3 seconds of the first round, the winner by TKO, Larry Holmes.
And you get a good look at Larry Holmes, 2 minutes 3 seconds of round one, as Holmes broke out the heavy artillery. And we'll get another look at the replay of the action in round one, which was our only round tonight. This is the first knockdown, and you can see the right hand to the body hurting Tim Anderson, and he goes down from the second shot. He's ready to fall there and takes a blow to the head. That looks like the final knockdown that ended the fight as Eddie Eckert waved it off, and Larry Holmes very easily the winner tonight. You can see the power on the punches. The right hand was a very good weapon throughout the career of Larry Holmes. Didn't get to see his defensive prowess. Larry Holmes against Jerry Cooney showed all kinds of skills in the ring, and what may have been his marquee fight of his career. We said he won the title in 1978 from Ken Norton. Also fought some heavy punchers like Ernie Shavers. Was taken out in 4 rounds by Mike Tyson. Retired from the ring wars for 3 years. Said he didn't come back for the money. Wanted to clean up the heavyweight division, and then somewhat inspired by George Foreman's comeback, and he takes on a common opponent of George Foreman's comeback in Tim Anderson tonight. As you can see, the crowd a little bit stunned by the action in the ring. That's Tim Anderson's sister on the Anderson camp, rather disappointed by his performance. I think Anderson was here to give it a good try. The crowd was giving him a bit of the Bronx cheer after he went down in round one, but you have to give credit to Larry Holmes. Came in at 236, was obviously the heavier puncher, was not going to be hurt by anything Anderson threw. Pretty much threw caution to the wind in this fight. And Charles J is up in the ring. We're going to get a few words with Larry Holmes about his comeback. His formula, 4 fights, and then he'd like to fight George Foreman, who he thinks will be victorious in that matchup against Evander Holyfield for the heavyweight championship of the world. And you see Holmes, looks like he went out for a little run in the morning and cooled out with the afternoon swim at the pool, and we're going to try and get him in. And Charles J is standing by. He's working his way into a spot to be talking with Larry Holmes, and let's go up to the ring with Charles J right now and Larry Holmes.
Larry, did you expect to get rid of Tim Anderson that quickly with the body shots?
Oh yeah, I've been working real good on the body shots. Left hip to the body, right hand to the body. I mean, I'm hitting strongly to the body. You know, the head is a little hard, and I can't take any chances. I want to bang these guys out with good right hooks to the body, left hooks to the body, and keep that jab in the face. That's my strategy now.
Do you feel that right now you can punch with more authority than the last time that you were in the ring?
Much more authority now because I'm smarter now because I'm older. I settle down more, you know, and I can cut a man off, especially inside this 18-foot ring. I don't have to move anymore. If a guy wants to fight me in the middle of the ring now, he has to fight me in the middle. I'm not going to run all over the ring and burn up my energy. I want to get in this ring here, and I want to fight. So I'm ready for the next guy, whoever LBA put me with, and I'm going to go on from there.
All right, thanks, Larry. Congratulations. Let's go back to Jeff DeForest at ringside.
Good interview, Charles, with Larry Holmes, who's on the comeback trail at the age of 41 years. And he beats Tim Anderson tonight in round 1, 2:03, the stoppage, as Anderson was knocked down twice. Larry Holmes looking impressive, willing to trade in the center of the ring, he says.